supporting.
Not impressed with this challenge. You can see why when you see it in slow motion. Achraf getting away from the young debutant, and Santos throwing number 8 for Brazil. Signed by Chelsea, and then loaned to Vasco da Gama. They couldn't get him a work permit. This is his international debut. Still Ziyech forward, forward. En-Nesyri. Decent cross for Ziyech. Bit wild, Ziyech. He loved the build-up, rightly so. Ziyech reflects on a real opportunity. Good play by En-Nesyri, carried it a long way. Lovely layoff. Good game this has been. Achraf. He looking for goal. Took a deflection, he thinks. Officials don't tell us. Come off every time. Yes, it did. Should have been corner. Junior. Hakimi just pushed him. He's saying it was shoulder only, I think it was shoulder and a bit of arm. Vinicius Junior wasn't going to waste the opportunity to go to ground. This was the chance for Hakimi Ziyech. Meantime, Brazil free kick at the other end. Inside the Moroccan penalty area. Two men in a wall. It's kicked him by Terrace, headed away. Only as far as Vinicius Junior. Lucas Paqueta back in. Lucas Paqueta once more. Rodrigo is there. And it's driven across goal. It was blocked importantly. It was En-Nesyri who got himself in the way of it. Real pressure now on the Moroccan goal. It's Terrace with this throw in for Brazil. Paqueta. As he beats around the corner, but Terrace was caught in the starting blocks really. 50 years old, Ramon Menezes. He was coach at Vasco. And will, I think, carry on with Brazil's under-20s once a full-time coach is appointed. That's a free kick foul by Buffal. Blocked by En-Nesyri as it was driven in with the outside of the right boot for Brazil by Ronnie. Now Ronnie for Brazil, yellow shirts arriving in the middle. Amrabat was there. Buffal helping it further on its way. And it's Terrace collecting and finding Vinicius Junior. That's an attempted goal, I think, and it wasn't that far away. Had Yassine Bono backpedaling for sure. Put it past Vinicius to get that on target from there. Cross or shot, whatever it was, it certainly had Bono worried for a second. It's the last 5 minutes of normal time then in this first half. Highly competitive, very entertaining half it's been so far. Goal scored by Sofiane Boufal for Morocco, just shy of the half-hour mark. 1-0 they lead. Militao, Emerson, Lucas Paqueta, Casemiro, Emerson, Militao, Casemiro. Santos is caught. It's going to be a free kick for the foul by Bilal El Khanous, and it is finally a yellow card. The referee from Tunisia has done everything he can not to show a yellow card. He could have shown several, in all honesty, in this half, but he's not letting that go. It's a yellow card for Bilal El Khanous, the very, very young man in the Moroccan midfield, 18 years old. Very surprised if he scores from there, or even tries to. He didn't. He's coming in towards Ibanez, who couldn't reach it. Well, when you think you may only get one shot at being the coach of Brazil, pick a really inexperienced side against a really strong opponent away from home, you are being brave. And Ramon Menezes was brave with his squad selection. Maybe seeing the bigger, longer-term picture, valuing experience for youngsters over his own record in what's likely to be his only match in charge. Ziyech has won a throw. Inahi, it's a foul by Andre Santos. Inahi. Made the move to Marseille after the World Cup. Azzedine Ounahi. It's a good kick to Brazil. We're into the 45th and last minute of normal time in the half. Brazil's World Cup one started with that 2-0 win over Serbia. It all looked pretty set fair, really. Serbia and Switzerland were beaten in the first two group games. There was a defeat to Cameroon, which didn't matter too much because they were progressing from the group anyway. Then a big round of 16 victory over Korea Republic. And then it all ended suddenly in a shootout at Education City. As 2 of 4 penalties were missed. Marquinhos and Rodrigo missing from the penalty spot as Croatia went on. The next tennis blocked by Unai. Hakimi. Bilal El Khanous immediately firing it away to Sofiane Boufal, who wasn't quite on the same wavelength, and certainly not thinking quite as quickly. There's going to be a minimum of 2 added minutes at the end of the first half, which has been a really good watch. It's been one which has threatened to boil over at times, spurred on by a capacity crowd who are fueled by enthusiasm. Changed by Buffal on Emerson. Rodrigo back to Emerson. Eder Militao under pressure from En-Nesyri. He got out of a real hole there, Eder Militao. It's a Brazilian throw-in. Ibanez, Lucas Paqueta, Dos Santos around the corner, but Morocco can launch what will be the last attack of the first half. Azzedine Ounahi onto Hakim Ziyech, looking for Ounahi, finding Ounahi. Ounahi's ball is good, Buffal completely mishit it. Casemiro forward to Vinicius Junior. Amrabat hurled himself into that. It's going to be a free kick to Brazil. It was a really poor challenge, and Vinicius Junior is saying, and I'm not surprised, it should be a yellow card for Sofiane Amrabat. The way he approached that challenge, he dived into it with studs raised. This was the brilliant bit of play at the other end. Ounahi looking for Buffal. It was a bobble. It was a big bobble that did for Sofiane Buffal there. But Amrabat is booked, and rightly so, for what was a poor challenge on Vinicius Junior. That's two in the book now for Morocco, Amrabat and El Khanous. This will be the last chance for the first half. Alex Telles with the free kick for Brazil. Hidden away as far as Hakim Ziyech. And the referee from Tunisia blows his whistle. It's been a high-octane first 45 minutes this, and Morocco lead it.